Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Oh, yeah. Tell me why I love it when I hear you say, are you ready for some football? Yeah.
The 1999 season began in inauspicious fashion for the Minnesota Vikings. They broke from the gate, losing 4 of their first 6 games, and expectations of a Super Bowl title were fading quickly. But Coach Dennis Green has been around the block long enough to know never to take anything for granted.
We did not have a good start. When you coach for 28 years, you know that you have to expect anything, and we know it's going to be a tough go from the very first day of training camp.
Then in came Jeff George at quarterback, and hopes were reignited.
That's George, back to throw, back line of the end zone, touchdown. He flicks it back to George, going deep downfield, Carter leaping grab, touchdown.
Jeff George has led the club to 5 straight wins and has the Vikings thinking about the Super Bowl again.
It's nice to be back on track to where we came from 2-4, now to be 7-4. It feels really good, so we just need to keep it rolling.
Tonight, Jeff George and company try to make it 6 in a row as the Minnesota Vikings face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A share of first place in the NFC Central is on the line tonight on ABC's Monday Night Football. Come on, big dog! Well, it's time to blast off and get underway. The NFL best are ready to play. The Vikings set sail into Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers will try to blast them away. You better be ready. Strap in and hold tight. One division rival will sink tonight. Come on and hit it. Come on and get ready. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Yeah, it's a Super Bowl season. 30 years and still rocking. Al and Booba are set. Crowd is tight. All my rowdy friends are here for Monday night. That's right. Crowd is roaring, first down. And it's a fake end around and then a screen to Smith. And Robert Smith with a big gainer skirting the sideline. And then finally he is forced out of bounds by Damian Robinson. So a very well-designed and well-executed opening play for Minnesota. Leroy Horde has come into the game, spelling Smith. And it is intercepted by Donnie Abraham. And the crowd will really roar now. Touchdown, Tampa.
What a play by Donnie Abraham coming on the corner blitz. Jeff George reads the blitz. He tries to throw it over him. And Abraham going up and making the catch for a 55-yard interception return. That's why this defense is so good. They score points.
Stadium.
All week long, you're in films and you're studying your opponent. And Tampa knows that if they bring a corner off a weak side like that, that Jeff George is going to react. And his react is to throw the ball to Jake Reed. But Donnie Abraham knows that also. And so somebody's got to make a play. And who makes the play? The defensive back does.
They were on the move. Now Minnesota with its second possession from the 35-yard line. And they give it to Robert Smith. He picks up 4. Robert Smith missed 3 games earlier in the year with a second down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Keep it on the ground again, and Robert Smith breaks another one and takes it inside the 40 to the 38. So against that 4-man front,
to find those holes and make those cuts.
Now they bring Horde in the game to spell him, and Leroy Horde, no slouch, lost the football,
Get up.
And it is Tampa Bay with Damian Robinson recovering. Back in this set, 3rd down and 11. And they set up the screen for Horde, and Leroy's able to break it past the 30, and he has a first down out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Our gain on a 3rd and 11. From the 36-yard line, George pressured, sacked at the 28. It was Brad Culpepper. the small guy up front. He's 6'1" and 270. Hasn't caught a ball, though, tonight yet. 3rd down and 10. And George fires, and that's Reed making the catch. And Jake gets taken down at the 30-yard line. So a 3rd down conversion for Minnesota. Their 3rd on this drive.
It took Ray Sherman a few weeks just to get acclimated to who these guys were and what they could do.
2nd down and 8, and another sack. And a flag is down, though, at the line of scrimmage. So for the moment, it's Warren Sapp.
Against the Buccaneers in the secondary.
Side defense, number 78, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
A game that he has called in his 4th year in the league. 2nd down and 3. And going nowhere is Robert Smith. I mentioned before it rained this afternoon. The field is a little soggy. That's converted on 3rd down. Flags are down. George going for the end zone for Carter, and that's incomplete. Covering on the play was Donnie Abraham, and Berger to hold it. Mike Morris to snap it.
Gone.
And Anderson's kick heading for the upright and grazes it. No good. And with 3:49 left in the opening quarter, the Vikings have outgained interception and ran it back for a touchdown. And despite the overwhelming numbers for Minnesota, it's 7-0 Tampa. And now the Bucs try to get on track on this possession as you look at Warrick Dunn watching Mike Allstott picking up 8. 44, 3:10 left opening period. And it is Allstott into Minnesota territory. Mike Allstott taken down by Hitchcock from behind. So he breaks one. And Kevin McLeod, the fullback from Auburn, with the block to Stringham. Hard carry for Allstott. And this is caught by Jaquez Green, and he takes it to the 17-yard line. Green picked in the 2nd round last year out of Florida. I've never offered him a visit.
What is Bobby thinking about?
2nd and 1. Here's Allstott. And he rumbles down to the 10-yard line.
Mark last year in the NCAA all time.
That's a lane.
Yep.
2nd down and goal. Throwing over the middle. That is caught by Bert Emanuel, who's been hurt all year. And Bert's only made 11 catches. And King checking off and in the pocket. Taking off, and Sean can only get to the 2-yard line. Kylie Wong dumps him there, and they'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Sean King is under those same instructions.
20-yard attempt by Martin Gramatica, and the rookie from Kansas State bangs it through after King leads them down the field. Early 2nd quarter, Tampa Bay 10, Minnesota nothing. First game this season, the two teams meeting in Minnesota, and it probably was the difference, 21-14, and Randy Moss finally gets into the act as he makes the catch at the 47-yard line. And with
greatest throwing, they just get the ball there. And that's why Jeff George tends to throw it like he's a shortstop sometimes.
2nd and 10 on a draw. Robert Smith to the 45. Chidi Ahanatu made the tackle. And you know, all the years I worked with Frank Gifford, and Frank, I think, saw a little bit of football in his time. He said that Jeff George had the best arm he ever saw. And they stack the left side. Culpepper nearly jumps, but got back, no flag. And that is incomplete at the 41. Blanket coverage by Nickerson, but a flag comes down. He blanketed him illegally.
Playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Al.
Defense, number 56. Ball will be placed in the spot of the foul. First and 10.
Was a Vike. From the 38. The fake and lead. And he breaks the first tackle and the second, and then pays the price, gets crunched at the 32-yard line. Don long two from the 32-yard line as George throws, and flag comes in. Reed couldn't make the catch. Good coverage that time. Ronde Barber got an arm on it.
Prior to the pass. Holding. Defense. Number 20. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
From the 25. George buying time for Moss in the end zone. Underthrows it. Picked off by Donnie Abraham.
And what a hit by Damian Robinson as he makes the catch.
Yep.
They're just out there trying to hit people. Oh.
yards and some audibles. He's doing a great job.
And just finally, do you think you'll be back in the uniform here next year?
I really do.
Well, Tony Dungy would like to have you back. Thanks. Back to you, Al.
In the meantime, you've got a fumble and not an incomplete pass. His arm was not coming forward. Hit by Chris Dolman, dislodging the football and recovered by John Randall. And so second down and 11. Good protection, a swing, and that is Andrew Glover making the catch. The 3rd and 6. Barber gets knocked down on the blitz. It's caught by Reed, breaks the tackle, picks up the first down, and makes it 1st and goal. Shoved out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Broke a Brian Kelly tackle and takes it to the 7-yard line. Boy, and he comes limping off the field. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. George gives it to Robert Smith. Huge hole, and then a crunching hit by Lynch at the 1.5-yard line. Smith has the lowest rate, but he comes out, and they give it to Horde, and Leroy Horde takes it inside the 1-yard line. Oh, and now they say a touchdown. As one official comes in from the side, the line judge comes in.
Let's take a look at Horde right here as he extends the ball when he gets down to the goal line.
This is also a reviewable situation.
Oh, that's no way. That's a touchdown.
If Tampa wanted to review this, they can.
Best angles, the most camera angles. And Janoff and Wolf are going to find those pictures for him.
After reviewing the play, the runner scored. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well,
timeout is charged to Tampa Bay.
Again, I go back to the fact the call on the field is very important. It's not as if there wasn't a call made in either case. Touchdown, 10-7. Bucks have the ball in the 3-point lead from the 21-yard line. The series begins with a huge hole for Allstott. And he has a first down before Orlando Thomas brings him down. A 12-yard pickup. And
Brunell's back on track. 3 300-yard games in a row, Al.
Yes.
Jimmy Smith is off to a great season.
Here's King throwing, and a sliding grab is made by Jaquez Green in Viking territory at the 48-yard line. 6 to 39 yards. They give it to Allstott, and John Randall probably talking to him as he tackles him. 12. As it is thrown and picked off by Griffith. Griffith picks it off at the 21-yard line. Catch is second down and 10 from the 22-yard line. George stepping up, a lot of room to roam, and then he goes head first to the 29, meaning they can still tackle him. Stacking Moss and Reed to the left. George comes the other way to Carter, and Chris makes the catch up at the 33-yard line, and just enough for the first down.
Nice to hear that. Corey was under the gun for some of his weight problems last year.
3rd down and 10. It's caught by Horde. A flag is thrown, and he stopped at the 42-yard line. The umpire throwing it. That means holding against the offense, and there is the validation.
Which is good news for Todd Stussy.
Well, the option becomes, do you want a 3rd and
Holding.
20 or a 4th and 1?
Number 73. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
History of the National Football League, and he's their backup returner. Jaquez Green is actually number 1. But here comes Williams. Now let's see him strut his stuff. And he drops the football, and Minnesota has it. At the 10-yard line, it's Antonio Banks.
Trying to get to a play that he thinks gives him the best chance to get into the end zone.
Robert Smith takes it down to the 4-yard line.
And he gave Robert Smith a good chance to score there.
On 2nd and goal, they give it to Horde, and Leroy Horde bangs his way to the goal line, and is he in? No signal yet.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. The runner is stopped short of the goal line. 3rd down.
Visual evidence.
George throws, caught, touchdown. Academic, as it turns out, Chris Carter. And George goes down. George gets whacked by Chidi Ahanatu. Now they bring George in, and Jeff is able to walk off under his own power.
I think he's doing all right. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. He took a vicious shot from behind, and Ahanatu fell on him. But you know, when you throw the touchdown pass,
we'll be back with our Lexus halftime show after this message from the National Football League and a word from our ABC stations. 3rd down and 10 from the 21-yard line. 4-man rush and a lot of heat on George, and down he goes. Brad Culpepper on 3rd down and 10, one of the few teams in the league so confident. Just the 4th down guys, just send them, run a little stunt up front.
All over the place.
Culpepper's second sack is Mitch Berger's floating kick. Fair catch called for, made by Williams at the 43-yard line. And under 10 minutes left in the 3rd. King out of the gun. Throws, and there's your first conversion to Jacquez Green to the 45-yard line of Minnesota. 45-yard line. Was tossed to Alstott. He's got to reach down for it, but turns the corner and picks up about 7. Down long 2. Abdullah's in the game, and they give the ball to Alstott, and he picks up the 1st down, moving through the middle to the 34-yard line. 1st down from the 35. Flag is thrown, and Alstott makes the catch.
The game, he was actually running pass routes.
Defense, number 96. 5-yard penalty remains 1st down.
5 from the 30-yard line.
You got him. There you go.
And King going deep into the end zone. It is caught by Green. What a catch. Touchdown. Malcolm Glazer, the owner, happy about this as his team retakes the lead.
You can actually see that Rodgers gets there right there at the point. It looks like it would have been interference.
But it doesn't matter right now. 17-14. Possession and inbound.
Just throughout it, and I'm just elated. We'll just watch this play.
What's that?
He called you Mr. Michael.
He did. 3rd down and 6.
You know, I asked him why he said that. He said, saw a tinge of gray in your hair.
Well, he's running for the 1st down. Does he get it? 2nd and 10, and this is Alstott banging his way. No other way to describe it, to the 49 and the 1st down. 9-yard line. King, and it's a low throw, and it is caught. No, not caught. Jacquez Green couldn't keep it off the ground, and it's 4th down.
Great defense next week in the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're actually ranked number 1 in the league this year right now.
Here's Royals' kick, fielded at the 13-yard line. A fumble by Yo Murphy, and a massive pile-up at the 14-yard line. Buccaneers ready to celebrate, and so is the crowd, and they should.
And Jeff Gooch makes a great play. Number 50 comes down and just knocks the ball out of Yo Murphy's arms. Green were telling us that teams score from outside the red zone most of the time against us.
2nd down and 12, and this is a manual. In other words, they score on long plays.
Right.
Well, King throws. What a catch. Did he get the 1st down is the question. Pulled in by Williams right there at the stick.
A la Chris Carter, Al, on the sideline.
2nd down and goal. King under pressure throws a duck, and it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. It'll be 3rd down. Flagger's down as well. Chris Dolman came in to put the heat on.
We're going to have holding against the defense in the secondary for the Minnesota Vikings.
Alstott is the tailback. Alstott takes it inside the 1-yard line. Running right at Dolman. 3rd down and goal. From the 1. Alstott the tailback. The fake to him. King throws. Caught. Moore. Touchdown. The tight end, Dave Moore.
This should not fool the defense. Somebody busts in the secondary. Whether it's Rudd, whether it's McDaniel, one of these linebackers need to be back here. I mean, you can't have a bust like that. And when you have a defense that's 31st in the league, 31st in the league, there's a reason for it.
The work he's been doing tonight, the Bucs have dominated in the second half. He's a hothead right. Jeff George throws. And it is intercepted, but there's a flag down. Intercepted by Donnie Abraham. At least for the moment, that would be his third if it holds up.
Moss just walk away like he knew the
Illegal contact. Defense, number 21. 5 yards to the previous spot. Automatic first down.
We'll call positions now.
Yeah. He's been very busy tonight. Draw, Robert Smith. And it's still far too early to abandon a ground game with 11:15 to go. So they give it to Robert. He takes it to the 34.
And right there is a perfect example of that.
2nd and 8, low snap from the shotgun. Then it's caught by Smith over the middle, and he takes it to the 43, and that's a first down for Minnesota, tackled by Singleton.
2 deep safeties again.
Again, a very low snap, time after time, and George throws, and he's got Carter over the middle. Got free, makes the catch, 33-yard line, first down, tackled by Robinson.
Now,
2nd down and 7, 5-man front for Tampa, showing blitz. Here they come. Good protection. Moss gets open at the 12, and Moss gets taken down by Barber at the 12. Another first down for the Vikings. Smith, and he can't get out of the backfield because it's Brad Culpepper having a big game tonight. 2 sacks and a big tackle for loss here, setting up 3rd and long. 8 of 12 on 3rd down tonight. George surveys, throws, and through the fingertips of Chris Carter. It would have been a first down at the 1-yard line, and from 46 in the first quarter. Big field goal here, and he gets it. With 5:50 remaining in regulation, the Vikes get to within 7. It's Tampa Bay 24, Minnesota 17. The Denver Broncos. Here's Tampa now with all stop, and they'll try to take some time off the clock, and a flag comes in as Mike picks up 3.
Holding. Here we go.
It's Tampa Bay.
How you look at all those 3 games that we have in prime time this weekend. All games with playoff implications. Teams that are on the...
Number 65.
3rd down and 16 now. King to put it up. And can't connect with Green. Green was free along the sideline. And it'll be 4th down. Well, Boomer, with Tampa Bay, you look at this franchise, and I think a lot of people who follow football know the history of this franchise. 1976, the first year, 0-14.
Defenses, Jeff George, Warren Sapp, all the players out here. Let's find out who can win this game.
First down at the 30-yard line. George throws underneath, checks off, hits Robert Smith, and he picks up a first down at the 48-yard line. Clock keeps rolling. Vikes have 2 timeouts left. John Lynch made the tackle. 45. They run a draw up, and it's Robert Smith. Good call, as it turns out, a very good call. 8-yard gain to the 45-yard line, tackled by Culpepper. Where they're in 4-down territory, and they go for it, and they give it to Smith, and he's close. But appears to be a little short. Derek Brooks stops him.
He goes deep down the sideline. And he's audibling now, and he sees it's one-on-one, and he might be doing that.
4th and the length of the football, and they're going to throw the football, and it is incomplete.
Flag, Al, and they're stopping the play.
Prior to the snap.
They're going to do it over.
Start.
Okay, so this...
Number 84, the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
I would think that he might work with Jake Reed down here on the bottom. And here he comes.
And that is caught by Jake Reed, who ran a crossing route and has a first down at the 35-yard line. Reed was to the right, Moss and Carter to the left, Reed over the middle, and Red McComb said, I don't know how much I can take.
George back. The Buccaneers are showing blitz, but they're going to back out of it. Here's guys underneath.
George throwing. Leroy Horde makes the catch and fights his way for a first down.
Hold the ball, the further away they get from everybody, the farther away they get from everybody else.
2nd down and 15, and look out, and he gets blitzed and sacked. Rundy Barber disguised it extremely well until the very end.
Screen, here he comes, number 20. Leroy Horde has got to see him. So does the center. It looked as if Christie, Dixon, and Horde had a screw-up in the middle, and somebody didn't pick up their blitzer.
3rd and 25, ball at the 40-yard line.
Stay underneath if you can.
And that is caught. Smith escapes, tries to get out of bounds, can't, stays inbounds, so they're going to have to use a timeout here at the 34-yard line.
Well, we're going to see 4 Hail Marys.
Well, all 3 receivers, the key guys, are wide right. George throws, and that wouldn't have even picked up the first down, even if he completed it. Donnie Abraham covers on the play, didn't even throw it far enough to get the first. Monday night, as they win it by a score of 24-17. In a moment, we'll be back with a play of the game. Leslie.
That is true, Al. Rookies are supposed to hold the clipboard, not lead a team on Monday night. He's holding the game ball. Sean, now that it's over, what was your emotion out there tonight?
Well, I was just happy. I got to give God all the credit. Again, we just showed favor upon my life. A lot of people in Tampa were praying, and the Bible says the prayers of the righteous availeth much, and that was evident tonight.
What about the 2 touchdown ones on 1st and 10 from the 35 to Jaquez?
Well, just great protection by the offensive line. They did a good job of keeping protected, and I just threw it up, and Jaquez made a great catch. And then we came to Dave. We were trying to, smash it in, but we couldn't do it, so we did a little play action. Dave made a great catch.
And what about Dave Moore? Told me he doesn't catch many balls, but he makes them count.
Yeah, he does. He makes the ones that he catches count.
And what about for you at home? You were raised both in Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg. What did this mean in front of all these people?
Well, it was good. This was for the fans and all the people at Tampa. This is the biggest games that we've had in a long time. It's great to get a win.
Well, undefeated at Tulane, undefeated in the pros. Congratulations,
Thank
Sean.
you very much.
Back to you guys.